Up next, we have comedy with David.
Amen. Yeah.
Hi.
What's up?
I had therapy today.
Yeah.
That's okay. I spilled my feelings earlier today. We're very much alike. I think I've just beaten kidney illness, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah, I hit a point where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change my diet now. And I went and I bought a bunch of fruit, and like that helped me out. And I gotta say, like, I grew up in Knoxville, but I've never been this big of a fan of Big Orange before. I'm a fan of holidays. I really like Christmas drinks. They make me very sentimental. I wrote this the other day, and I don't know if it's a joke or a poem, but I think it's somewhere in between, which is a description of a lot of my stuff. Everybody's saving manatees. Nobody's saving womanities. Everybody's asking for the manager. Nobody's asking for the womanager. Oh, the humanity, what a tease. Thank you. I wrote that last night.
That was good. That was good.
I have a note here that says, I got a boogie in my woogie. I guess that means I'm supposed to dance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got a boogie in my woogie. I got a boogie in my woogie. I got a boogie in my woogie. So I wrote this song called Beluga, and it goes like, Beluga, 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 beluga. And it made me laugh when I made it, because I was like, not only am I saying beluga, but I'm saying it like they would. So I was really introverted for most of my life. I mean, I still am, but I just have to pretend otherwise sometimes. Yeah, I was the kid in the back of the class who like knew the answer, but was uncomfortable saying it. Yeah, and I mumbled until I started doing stand-up, and I started that at 24. So that was many years ago now. Yeah, I mentioned that to one of my comic friends the other day. He's like, yeah, you still mumbled when you started stand-up. Like, that didn't happen as immediately as you're claiming. But like, I hit a point where I was like, you know what, I just need to be like pronouncing things for like a week and just like work on my pronunciation. And that will help me come across clearly, because I was like, well, my jokes are already hard to understand. I need them to at least understand the words. Beluga! Let's see. I have a song called Nostril. That's fun. I know you've heard of Nas, but have you heard of Nostril? Nostril. I can't take you to Drillville, but I can take you to Nostrilville. Nostrilville. And then it just goes Nostril.
Are you playing an instrument with that?
I make music on my iPod Touch sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, it kind of starts off like boom, 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 boom. So it's kind of like circus wave, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, I've also described my music as difficult listening. So yeah, pick your poison. I'm sure it can fit. I was gonna call it organ wave at one point because I was putting organ in a lot of my songs. Like, yeah. I'm over here talking about my music career while claiming to do stand-up. No, I went to the park earlier. I was at the dog park. I didn't bring a dog, but I went. And like, it was so sunny, and like the flowers and weeds hadn't been like mowed over yet. So it was like all of these fields of yellow flowers and purple flowers and dandelions. And so like, it was really peaceful, and I was like, wow, I could just fade into like the nature park by the river. And then I looked at my clock, and it was like 6:20 or something like that. And I was like, oh goodness, I have to go home if I want to bring anything to work with. Oh, hi. Anyways, that's not a joke, that's just real life.
It's all a joke.
Yo, Tennessee weather really creeps me out though. I mean, sometimes it would get all foggy here and like you can't see down the road. And it kind of reminds me of Silent Hillbilly. There's all these people who tell me I look like an almond brother, but I think I look more like a pecan. There's all these people who swear by whole grain, but I can't even handle my grain. Do you know how many years it took me to realize that Frozen is not a direct sequel to TikTok? Wow, I TikTok-tanic. Yeah, Titanic. Oh God, it took a lot longer than it took to learn how to pronounce that. It's weird when you have a beard because like some people find it attractive and then other people are just like, who is this caveman approaching me and what does he want? And like, it's kind of a guessing game how people will react. So it's like, yeah, but it's also the same when I shave. Like, and then wind like hits my chin, it's weird. Yeah, I grew up, I was like really jealous of stand-up comics because like I was like, I can write better than that. And I was like trying to make people laugh and I couldn't. And like, I eventually like started doing stand-up because like